Hello friends, welcome to the 10th tutorial of the Salesforce from scratch to advanced course. In this video we will learn how to use DML operations on our SOQL queries by storing them in the form of lists. And what are DML operations? So let's get started. Opening our developer console, then first of all we will create a SOQL query and then store the records in the form of a list. So first of all let's create the query. Clicking on object, let's select account object and then we can select multiple fields. So let's randomly select some fields like name, billing, city, and ID. Clicking on query, you will get the SOQL query written, and then clicking on execute, you will get the data. Now we have to store this SOQL query in the form of a list. So first of all, we have to create a Apex class. Clicking on new, clicking on Apex class, naming our Apex class, let's say account list class. So we get our new Apex class. This is the name of the class. Public is the access level of this class, and then we will create a method inside the class. Let's create a method public static void and name the method as account method, and this is how we have declared a method, and this void means that this method is returning nothing. Now let's create a list where the account records through the query will be stored. So list of accounts, let's name the list account list, new list. So this is a syntax to create a list. Then we will assign our SOQL query to this list by enclosing the query in these square brackets, copying the query from query editor and pasting it here. Now our records from the SOQL query, that means these records, these 17 records are assigned to this list. That means saved in this container, right? So first of all, let's debug the size of the list, which is a number of records in the account object. To get the size, this is the way list name dot size. Clicking on Ctrl plus S to save the Apex class. Then we will go to debug, open execute anonymous window, and then this is the way class name dot name of the method, then checking the open lock box and clicking on execute. Clicking on debug only, you will see 17. So this is the size of the list. That means this list contains 17 items. That means 17 records. And what does this 5 means? 5 means that this system.debug statement is used in the fifth line, right? So you can also cross verify it from the SOQL query result. As you can see, there are 17 rows. That means 17 records are there. Now let's learn about what is DML. So DML operations are performed to manipulate the data on the database. So we have three DML operations, namely insert, update, and delete. So let's learn how to make changes to the user interface by using the DML statement. Let's learn how to use delete DML statement in this Apex class. So this is the delete DML operation. And suppose I want to delete a particular element of my list. So how will I proceed? First of all, use the delete DML operation keyword, then the list name, and then the square brackets. We will specify the number of the element. So here let me tell you one more thing. In this, suppose I mention here 13. So the counting will start from 0. So as these are the list of the records, so this is zeroth element of the list. This is first, this is second. So if I say 13, then practically it means the 14th from the starting, right? So if I mention here 13, you will see the counting will start from 0. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me mention 12 here because there are only 13 records as counting is starting from 0. So if I mention here 13, then the records are not enough. So now clicking on Ctrl plus S. Before deleting it, you can see the size of the list is 13, and here also the number of records is 13. But you will see after operating this DML operation, the number of records will be decreased to 12 and also the size of list will decrease to 12 because this record, this record will be deleted with the name of S4 and a billing city San Francisco due to the DML operation delete. Also, I am sharing you my LinkedIn profile link. You can follow me on LinkedIn as well. You can search by Anirudh Garg simply on LinkedIn, or you can go to this URL. So, thanks a lot.